Hey, trick class, we're going to solve this side, side, side right triangle using the law of cosines. All right, because it's side, 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 we're going to start with the longest side, and we're going to switch to the law of sines. All right, and then finally, we're going to use that 180 rule. We need to find all three angles. So the law of cosines will give us our biggest angle. Our law of sines will give us one of the two acute angles. The 180 rule will give us the third. All right, A is my longest side here. You can just draw a quick sketch of this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be to scale. Just something to help you get started. So I'm going to call this 13. This is my biggest side, A. All right, this is going to be B, my next largest side. And this is going to be C, my smallest side. All right, I want to start with my largest angle. So I'm going to start with angle A. And the reason I do that is because the law of cosines, when we're solving for angles, uses inverse cosine. An inverse cosine can find obtuse angles. So if there is an obtuse angle, it's going to be the angle that's opposite the longest side. So there's the law of cosine set up to solve for angle A. I'm going to get the cosine of A isolated. All right, so I've got it almost isolated. I'm going to divide away this negative 96. So 69 divided by 96 is 23 over 32. There is a negative, so that's negative 23 over 32 is a simplified fraction. That's cosine of A, and I want A. So A is the inverse cosine of negative 23 30-seconds. So that's 135.95 degrees, which is obtuse, which is very good that we use the law of cosines on the biggest, because that will find the obtuse angles. So it was an obtuse angle. Now we have an angle and its opposite, so I can use the law of sines to find one of these two acute angles. All right, again, I always go to the smallest myself, but it doesn't matter at this point. They're both acute, so the law of sines could be used for either one. All right, so there's the law of sines set up to find angle C. Multiply by 6, and then you have that, but I always use inverse sine right there at this step. That'll get rid of sine on the left and give you that on the right. All right, so angle C is 18.72 degrees. All right, and now I can find angle B with the 180 rule. So 180 minus 135.95 minus the other one we just found, 18.72, gives me 25.33. All right, we got 135.95 to A. They want one decimal place. So 135.95 will round to 136. So 136.0 technically. All right, B again to one decimal place. We got 25.33, so we'll just say 25.3. All right, and then C to one place, 18.72, so that'll just be 18.7. All right, so remember, law of cosines to get your largest angle. All right, they're not always going to tell you the order that that'll be your largest angle, but find your largest angle. Use law of sines to find either of these two. Once you have your largest angle, the other two are guaranteed to be acute. Find either of those two with the law of sines, and then find the other one with the 180 rule.